Hello everyone, my name is Rituro. Welcome back to Canada, the true north, strong and free. It is the end of the 2014 Major League Soccer season, and yes, I am still employed. There was some rumbling and grumbling. Maybe I might not survive in my first tenure, but I am still here. And not only am I still here, just take a look at this. They actually re-signed me to another deal, so yeah, in October, they gave me a 2-year deal, a very slight raise, up to $6,000 a week. My minimum requirement, though, is I have to hit mid-table, which I think I can do. Mid-table in the Supporter Shield ranking, which you can see, I finished 14th out of 19 teams, so there's room to improve. I think I can get up to that at least 9th or 10th with proper fitness on this. So we weren't that far out. A point separated us from 12th, and that would have been very respectable. So yeah, I think we've got space to improve, and certainly I can meet that minimum requirement from the board and make them happy that they kept me on. I am slightly concerned, though. Squad harmony is plummeting, which is a very rare thing for my team, so I'm guessing my lack of experience is starting to hurt me here. That's not so good. But we'll deal with that as we get there. First things first, it's the end of the season. We got to see, who won it? Well, it was Toronto 2-1 with an extra time win in MLS Cup final in CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Gilberto with the tap-in goal. Some fire drill defending from Seattle. Everybody fell asleep, and Gilberto potted home his own rebound to win MLS Cup for Toronto. Their first ever playoff appearance. I'm sure MLSE will be very happy that they managed to buy that cup for Toronto. Very strange AI decision here for Seattle. I want to point this out. 3 halftime subs. They blew all 3 of their subs at halftime. I do not understand that at all. Toronto did the more traditional thing. Halftime sub, late game sub, and extra time sub. That's more what you'd expect. Very, very strange decision from Seattle. So yeah, Toronto wins MLS Cup. We actually won a few little minor awards here. If we look at the best 11, hang on, where did it go? I had it right up here. Oh, come on, where did you go? Best 11, come on, where did you go? There it is, all right. Pedro Morales, he is in the best 11. He's actually unhappy with me because apparently Tigres have been rumored to be after him. He wants out, and he's unhappy that I said no. So I may have to move him. We'll see. More importantly, he joins Jovinko Imagara, who was our Golden Boot winner this year, Innocent Imagara in San Jose. MPG, Matias Perez Garcia won Most Valuable Player. Michael Bradley, Oscar Boniek Garcia, Ignacio Piatti, Raul Rodriguez, Nat Borchers, Victor Bernardez, and Bill Hamid. It's a pretty good best 11. Not a bad best 11 at all. The 3-5-2 would just be the death of this team. I mean, Garcia could go up and down the flanks and cover that right side. I'm not sure Piatti would be playing defense at all. It'd be a great attacking team, though. Oh, it'd be fun to watch them attack. And Vancouver won a minor little award in sportsmanship. So, hey, we might have been garbage in the table, but we were the most sportsmanship. So, fair play to us. So, let's go over to the squad here and see how we finish the season. It's a lot of work to do here, I think. Maybe that's not true. A little bit of work. Certainly work to do. But where we don't have to do work is on the back here. Gershon Kofi, 7.25 average in 40 appearances, 39 starts, 1 sub, 3 goals and 5 assists for the D-mid, so you can't ask for much more than that out of someone who's a ball-winning midfielder. Great performance from Gersh. He's hit his 4-star potential. Pedro Morales, again, great performance, but if it's true that Tigres are sniffing after him, that's not so good. That's not good at all. 10 goals and 12 assists from Pedro Morales. Good job there from the Chilean maestro, but it would be a shame to lose him. I do have options in the academy and in depth that I could start grooming them. It'd be quite the jump, and certainly it would hurt us in that midfield role, but we could do it if we needed to. We could temporarily play a platoon duty to cover Morales between the likes of McKendry, Froze, Bustos, maybe another academy kid that we bring up, but we'll see. We'll see if we have to get there. If nothing else, we've got Rosales and Mosquito. We could always throw them in. Teal Bunbury was shockingly 13 goals and 6 assists, did very well. I did not expect him to do this well for a 3.5, but Bunbury showed up. His 12 finishing did not hold him back. His physical stats were excellent. That no doubt helped propel him, along with service from Pedro Morales. 7.13 average, 30 appearances, 13 goals. That's quite good. I'm very happy with that return. Adekube is a bit of an outlier here. I wouldn't read much into his 3 appearances and his 7.1 average. Adekube, unfortunately, his ceiling is just not as high as that of Jordan Murrell. So Murrell will be the one that survives, although he has been Mr. Cranky Pants all season, so not what I would quite like to see. Where the problem lies here. The problem truly lies with Octavio Rivero. Mr. Rivero is allegedly a 4-star, potential 4.5. His stats are amazing. He's valued at 4.1 million. He's young. He's talented. He had a 6.67 average, 8 goals, 5 assists, and 28 appearances. That is an embarrassingly bad return from someone who is touted as the savior, the salvation for Vancouver's scoring woes. That cannot stay. That has to be fixed this coming season. Which brings us to our needs. Now, we need to address this scoring situation depth-wise. Caleb Clark did not get nearly enough minutes to develop. That's on me. I gave Rivero far too many chances. Did not get Caleb Clark nearly enough. And Clark's return on matches played, I think, was actually better overall. Certainly his seasonal average was. So Clark will be getting many more chances this coming season to develop and become better. We do need to support them, though. You also notice our only top defender here was Johnny Leverone, who is, as we know, is the Kendall Waston surrogate in this save. 40 appearances, 6.9 average. Very good from Johnny Leverone. So, to address that, we have 2 transfers coming in. Lucas Cavallini's been brought in from Nacional. Lucas Cavallini, this is pretty darn awesome. Physical stats, very nice. 13 finishing, 13 heading. I like this. Lucas Cavallini could be a very big signing for us. He's coming in on a reasonable salary of, I believe, 2.2 a week, maybe a bit more than that. Had to pay a pretty penny for him. But hey, $550 to get that kind of a striker, very good. Still got plenty in the transfer budget, and we managed to get Luca Gasparotto for a song. That's a really good price to get him from Rangers. Both of them will be coming in the summer. That's the unfortunate part. Since they're both on loan deals right now, I can't bring them in any earlier than the summer. And we all know in Major League Soccer how summer transfers go. They don't go too well. That's not good at all. Thankfully, Ethan Finley will be arriving, I believe, today or tomorrow, so at least we'll have him already moved over, having managed to poach him on a free signing from Columbus. Alright, so with that in mind, knowing what we need, it's time to look ahead to the month of December. Finley will join, and then the December waiver draft will take place. Then the expansion draft will take place. And then the 2 re-entry drafts, the final drafts of 2014 before the super draft takes place in 2015. So for today's episode of Strong and Free, we're actually going to go through these 4 drafts. We're going to see if we can find any depth. Again, we're looking for Canadians first and foremost. Maybe there's some depth, maybe not. But we want to try and prep this squad to be better equipped to survive a full Major League Soccer campaign. We won the Voyageurs Cup, which is great. So we want to do that next year. But I want to see if we can improve in the league rather substantially and get that final playoff spot. So let's skip ahead to the drafts and see how we do. Alright, so here we are in the December waiver draft. Only the one outright Canadian here, Anthony Jackson Hamill. He is a depth signing, that's for sure. Certainly he'd be competing with the likes of Jovan Zavaris, Riley O'Neill for that depth signing. He's another target man too with the 14 heading, 14 jumping. I'd like fewer target players. I'd like an out-and-out poacher like Caleb Clark. But hey, Jackson Hamill could be good depth. Wouldn't hurt to bring him up, put him up on another reserve contract, or at least a normal size contract. We do have some options here down in the French section. We're hoping that maybe we find some dual nationals. And indeed, Wander Lefebvre is in fact a dual national. French-Canadian. He might be a decent pickup. Currently on a minimum salary, and his stats aren't horrible. That's the problem is he's rated as 1.5, so he would be very deep down the depth chart, and I don't feel like wasting 1,000 on him. It might be good just to have. I mean, I could always waive him if nothing else in March once the roster freeze happens. I don't think Antoine Hopineau has enough. No, he's French-American. So let's see, what do we want? I don't recognize any of these other names as being dual national. No, I don't think any of these other Americans are dual national. Bustamante? I don't believe so. Nope. Alright, so let's skip ahead to our first pick. DC passes, New York passes, Montreal takes Matt Watson, and Gabriel Farfan picked up by Colorado. I think that means we do the obvious thing. First and foremost, we take Anthony Jackson Hamill. Thank you very much. We will take him. Yes, I'm sure. And let's go ahead and skip to our next pick. Alright, so who picked in the meantime here? Let's see. Columbus took Joe Nasco. Lots of passing going on here. Lots of passing. Alright, do we take a chance on Wander Lefebvre? I mean, that's a pretty deep down the depth chart player to get. I'm not entirely certain I would want that, but I mean, if I can get him on a senior minimum, it's not going to kill me to waive him again. So I might as well. Alright, Wander Lefebvre, welcome aboard. Alright. And we'll see the next pick here, and everyone else passes, and that's the draft. Alright, so that's the December waiver draft taken care of. And I believe that means I have to offer them a contract right away. So we'll get to that, and then we'll get this expansion draft underway. Now, the expansion draft, you have to, I believe, you have to protect your players, or I think a minimum of 11 players that you do not want picked under any circumstances, and then you hope like mad that none of your good depth players get picked up by the expansion teams, which in this case will be Orlando City SC and NYC FC. Good, they've all been picked up. Good, good, good. Yeah, potential to be useful for Jackson Hamill, so we'll see. We'll see if they're worth re-signing. Oh, Callum Lavery, how I want you so. But Luca Gasparetto is still performing very well here in Scotland, so I'll be very glad to bring him in. Let's go to the expansion draft. Ooh, unregistered players. What? Register. Protected. Okay. Meanwhile, let's go back here and respond. Alright, so. Protected. Max size of 11 players. Clear. Alright, so. Homegrown and GA players do not have to be registered. And they've already been taken care of here on the roster. That's good. Alright, so I think Borjan must be protected. Atakora. Ashton Morgan. Baitasher. I'm surprised Tybert is not considered protected. He's absolutely homegrown. That's a bit of a shocker. Leverone. Okay. Laba. Gershon Kofi. Running out of space. Teal Bunbury. Pretty sure will not be picked. Morales. The theory being that I could always sign him, or trade him. And I think, why is Caleb Clark not a homegrown? That seems a little bit off to me. Alright. That, I think, should do it. Ugh, Mosqueda. Is there a way to keep Mosqueda? Who would I have to give up? Would Clark be picked? That's the question. Do I gamble and keep Mosqueda? I think I have to. I think I have to gamble there and hope that Clark isn't picked, because Mosqueda is a little too pricey of a commodity to let go. Yeah, okay. Oh, risky business. Risky business. I'm leaving Rivero unprotected because he did not perform. If he could clear up his roster space, that would be fine by me. All right. Let's confirm that protected roster. I'm pretty sure I protected Finley. How is Finley not... He has to be registered. Ethan Finley. Oh, he's not even... Oh, I can't even protect him. After bringing him in, I can't even protect him. That's hilarious. I might even get to play him. Alright. Let's see what happens. What happens in the expansion draft. Oh, boy. Let's take a look here. Oh, who didn't get protected? Spindola didn't get protected. Mauro Rosales, we knew that. Lots of players not being protected here. Simon Thomas, yeah, I know. Trying to see if there's anybody I know here. Tesho Akindele didn't get protected. I mean, he is injured, possibly the career ender. Josie Altidore didn't get protected. Wow. That I find quite shocking. I'm sure the AI is going, you didn't protect Rivero? But what? Vicente Sanchez not protected. Kari Stevenson. I'm trying to think if there's anybody out and out amazing that didn't get protected. Baggio Sidic, I guess, is depth. Not really a sort of out and out amazing. Dooley Mansali, that's a bit of a question mark. Bryce Alderson, oh, please don't pick him away. He's kind of important. So, yeah. Lots of fingers crossed here. Lots of fingers crossed. Alright, lots of garbage goalkeepers. So, Let's see what happens. Oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, please. All right, here we go into the expansion draft. Who is picked? Mark Bloom is a fullback. Good pickup for OC. Mikey Lopez. JJ Koval. Lots of young players being picked up here. Seth Sinovic. That's a good pickup for Nick Fick. Alex Bailey. Hector Jimenez. Austin Berry. Luis Silva. Sean Francis. Tommy Meyer. Steve Birnbaugh. A good pickup for OC. Cristobal. Badju Sidic. Good depth midfielder. That'll help them. Sean Kempen. Jorge Villafana. David Horst. Yeah, that's not a bad pick. I mean, he's card happy. Orlando got Ethan Finley. All that work to get Ethan Finley. And he's gone. Horrible. Kellen Rowe. Whoa! How did I miss that? New England left Kellen Rowe unprotected? Wow. Zach Lloyd. And Eric Zavaleta. So not bad. Not bad. The only player that got picked up was Ethan Finley, which means I traded away a first-round pick for nothing. That kinda hurts. That kinda hurts. But, I mean, not the worst thing in the world. Could have been a lot worse. It could have been a lot worse. So let's go straight out. Actually, I'm surprised Rivero, none of the big guns got picked up. Maybe there are cap issues. Regardless, let's go ahead to the round 1 and round 2 of the reentry drafts. All right, before we get into stage 1 of the reentry draft, this has just popped up, and yeah, this is interesting. Sporting are offering the maximum in allocation funds and 2 first-round picks from this upcoming draft. And again, the first round is the only round that matters. All the other rounds are garbage. That's not insignificant at all for Matthias Laba. Now, Laba is, valued fairly highly. He's worth $2.5 million, so they are undervaluing it quite significantly. But Laba has been injured for most of this season. He is, he's certainly at his potential. He's a great D-mid. He's been fantastic for us, but I do want to give Alderson time to develop. I gotta say, this is a very, very tempting offer. Now, we have until the 18th of December to decide, so we don't necessarily have to jump on it right away. But it's a very good offer. Very, very good offer. I'll have to think on this one. Let's get into the re-entry draft. There is one player that I am interested in, and that is Callum Malice, a Scottish-American who has been playing in Canada long enough to get Canadian residency. I would like to pick him up and get him that Canadian residency and get him nationalized. With press news, though, can we pick him up? Some other interesting picks here. Let's skip to our pick. He's still on the table. I say we pick him up. Andrew Weber to DC, Chris Konopka to Colorado, and Andrew Dykstra to Montreal. Goalkeepers apparently are the big hot thing. Paulo Nagamura to New York. That's a good pickup. Nagamura, always a welcome D-mid. But Callum Malice, yeah, we're picking you up, buddy. Welcome. We'll take you very much. And actually, he's a D-mid. He's not as good as Laba, not by a long shot. But we can keep him as depth. That's something. Everybody else, it looks like we got a whole lot of passing going on here. Oh, no, I take that back. Chicago picked up Ray Burse, another goalkeeper. Okay. I see no other reason to draft anybody, really. So we'll just go ahead and pass. Yeah. We're good on that front. All right, that draft is complete. So, we will now skip ahead to stage 2 of the re-entry draft. Alrighty, as we get ready for the stage 2 of the re-entry draft, more trade offers are coming in. This time, Steven Beitasher is being targeted by 3 clubs. Columbus, DC United, and Sporting Kansas City all want the Iranian-American right back. Columbus are offering a decent amount of cash here. Full allocation funds, 2 first-round picks. Actually, I'm sorry, a first-round super draft pick and a first-round supplemental draft pick, which of course no longer exists in the real world, and an international spot. Okay. DC are offering a first-round pick and a first-round pick and no cash, so we'll just go ahead and reject that right now. And Sporting are offering first-round pick and full cash, which is about the same as Columbus. Interesting. Do I have someone to replace Steven Beitashour? That's the question here. I mean, I have Adekora, who can play right. I'm bringing up, we're getting rid of Antonio Rego, and I'm bringing up an academy kid, so he could play right, but is he going to be, competitive enough? I don't know that I would want to get rid of Beitashour. I really don't know if I can, and he's still good for another couple of years. So I think we will reject both of those. As you can see here, the offer for Matías Lava was unfortunately not accepted. I tried to get greedy and ask for a player on top of it. You can see it here. This did not happen. Yeah, I was going to go ahead and just cancel that out. All right. Meanwhile, actually, this is still on the table. Why is this still on the table? I thought I rejected this already. Interesting. What else could I get off of them? New England's first-round pick? They take that? Nope. Good. That's that. And we'll finally go ahead and look at the offer for this. I mean, I kind of want a first-round pick. That's kind of a given here. Considering that, yeah, I thought so. I want that pick that I got for losing Ethan Finley. All right, so with that trade not happening, let's get into, before we get into this second round of the re-entry draft, Laba wants to leave and join Legia. Okay. Wow. Winning league titles. If I can win the league. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. Unfortunate. And everybody wants Laba now. Whoa! 700,000 with a whole bunch of fees. Fees, so value of, potential value of 2727, 2.6. That one's debatable. That one's negotiable. That one's negotiable. And that's negotiable. Okay, he's worth 2.4 million. So let's just, right now here, let's make something very clear. You are paying me through the nose for him. Let me make that absolutely 100% clear to all of you out there. It's going to be after 30 games. You're going to pay me that. And I'll even cut you a little bit of a deal there. Gimme. Yeah, no. You're getting to me after 20 games now. And you're still paying me $2 million. Hey, there we go. 4.3 million. That's what I'm talking about. All right, good. AIK have taken that. See, this is why you hold out. So your pathetic bid is rejected. Offer isn't good enough. Your pathetic bid is rejected as being not good enough. All right, the magic number is 4.3 million. The magic number is 4.3 million. Do I hear 5? Offer withdrawn. I thought so. Godoy Cruz. The number is 4.8 million. Let's see who's willing to up that. Who's willing to go higher? I'll even cut you a deal. I'll cut you a deal because I'm a nice guy. Nope. And Tigre. All right. Are you going to pay me what AIK have now agreed to pay me? I'll give you a hint. It better be a lot because I am not fooling around here. You'd better be paying me through the nose here. 4.8. No, it's been withdrawn. AIK, the last team standing in the Matías Laba sweepstakes. 4.3 million on the table. What? What do you mean Empoli? That was not an acceptable bid in the least. That was a horribly unacceptable bid. And excuse me, I accepted a bid. During Legia? No, All right. Once again, I am disappointed with the way things are going here, but let's get right into that re-enter draft stage 2. Get this out of the way. I don't think there's anybody here worth picking up. And indeed, it appears, I don't think there's anybody here really worth it. Can I show international? No, I can't show anything like that. Nobody's been scouted, so, that's fun. I don't think anybody here is really worth it. And nobody here would be domestic either. I wonder if Arnaud would be considered domestic, because of all the time he spent in Montreal. Oh, he could eventually. Arnaud might be interesting. But I need to have to renegotiate with him. Let's get to my next pick. Everybody passes. I'm losing Lava. Let's at least keep Arnaud on the table. Why can I not draft? I want Davy Arnaud, please. Pick player from draft. Yes, I do. Good. And that's the only player I picked. I'm done here. All right, that's the drafts. That's the crazy world of transfers that we're dealing with here. Oh, good. See, he's willing to pay. He's willing to take a decent wage. And he's willing to pay as a backup. That's what I like to see. No agent fee for you. Suggest. Oh, his agent wants money. Well, he's not getting a sign-off fee. If the agent's taking the money, then I'm taking that back. Yeah, the agent keeps all the money for himself, gives none to the player. Of course he does. That's going to do it for this episode of Strong and Free. Next time, we will go into the Super Draft and prepare for the 2015 Major League Soccer season. My name is Rituro. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you like what you've seen, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share, tell all your friends about the videos being hosted on YouTube. And of course, we record all these episodes live on twitch.tv/Rituro for everyone here in Twitch chat to enjoy. In fact, they are telling me the AIK bid was not accepted. Thank you. Whoop. Hang on. Just a minute. Oh dear. This is why I have Twitch chat here to let me know when I screw up. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. My name is Rituro. This is Canada, the True North, strong and free. We'll see you next time.